morning, we begin with fallout from the first Ebola death in the United States. More Americans say they're worried about an outbreak here. The government is ramping up its response. European countries are trying to catch up.
And this all comes after the grim news from Dallas. Thomas Eric Duncan died just 9 days after his diagnosis. Manuel Bojorquez is at Texas Health Presbyterian Hospital, where there are more questions about Duncan's treatment. Manuel, good morning.
Good morning. Thomas Eric Duncan is being remembered as a good man by those who loved him. His death is indeed raising questions about whether more could have been done to prevent it, as fears grow that a second person in Dallas may have contracted the virus. At the Wilshire Baptist Church in Dallas, the congregation and family friends mourned Thomas Duncan. His girlfriend, Louise Troe, who remains quarantined, told friends she is devastated.
The first thing she said, "My baby is gone, I'm finished."
Duncan lost his battle with Ebola Wednesday, becoming the first person to die of the deadly virus on U.S. soil. His death renews criticism over his treatment at Texas Health Presbyterian. He was originally released despite telling medical staff he had recently arrived from Liberia, where Ebola is rampant. 2 days later, he was admitted to the hospital. 48 others who came into contact with Duncan continue to be closely monitored for any symptoms, including 10 who are considered most at risk. And there are growing fears the virus could spread. A Dallas County Sheriff's deputy, Michael Monig, was brought to the hospital by ambulance after complaining of Ebola-like symptoms.
Just felt a little sore, just kind of fatigued, and had a little bit of stomach ache. No fever, no, vomiting, diarrhea, anything like that.
Monig is not among those already being monitored. He had been inside the contaminated apartment but had no contact with Duncan himself. Still, health officials are taking this seriously.
Public health officials are interviewing the patient as to other contacts in the event that this may turn out to be something else. But again, right now, they're treating this as a low-risk event.
Meanwhile, a freelance cameraman who contracted Ebola while on assignment in Liberia was given a blood transfusion Wednesday to help fight the virus. His donor, Dr. Kent Brantley, was treated for Ebola just weeks ago.
This is not like giving penicillin for pneumonia. It's not where we're going to see a dramatic response in a couple of hours. We're hoping to see some turn for the better, but often the improvement is subtle.
Officials say test results on the deputy being evaluated here are expected within 48 hours, but they believe his risk is low. The pastor who led the vigil for the patient who died said Duncan's last words were to a nurse. He talked about wanting to see his son and how proud he was of him. Duncan's remains will be cremated to prevent further contamination. Nora?
All right, Manuel, thank you.